Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you 3 different styles from 3 different brands. And the colors are quite nice. They're what I consider to be kind of seasonal colors for this time of year, autumn, and the upcoming holiday season. So I hope you like them as well. The first one I'm going to show you is Sing by Ellen Wille. Sing is pretty much a basic bob, but some people would call her the page boy type of a bob because she does have this, I would say it's almost a full bang. It can be a little bit separated on the forehead, but it's not exactly what you would call a wispy bang. So Sing is a heat-friendly style. Because I have a lot to show you today, I will put the measurements of each style in the description if you want to click that to look it up. So she's heat-friendly fibers. This color is called Mocha Rooted, and the rooting is quite subtle. She's an open wefted cap with a center monofilament part, and she does have a very nice temple-to-temple lace front that, even though you have bangs, that is a nice feature to have if the wind blows or you do want to get a little bit of separation in the bangs. So I'll go ahead and put Sing on for you. Oh, I need to put on my, even though my hair's short, my wig grip. Actually, I also like to show you guys these velvet wig grips with Velcro. It's one of the most questions I hear at the wig salon, how to put these on. So I will just do it here and hopefully it will help. Mine has a silicone on the inside and the tag goes on the inside on the right. You have to make sure that the velvet on these, whatever the fiber, velvet type fiber is going against the grain, not smooth, because then it won't do its job to hold your wig from sliding backwards. So I put mine on a little bit low where I'm not going to wear it like this, but I do that and then I pull it forward. I pull it back, I should say, to be out of the way. Usually I do that with my hearing aids out, but I managed okay right now, so they didn't fly out. So you want to put that back where you're not going to see it with where you're going to place your wig on your new hairline that your wig is going to give you. So let's put Sing on. So this is, as I mentioned, a heat-friendly fiber by Ellen Wille. My Sing is not brand new. I've had it for quite a few months. I've worn her a lot. But let me just tell you that she is really holding up fabulously. I have not once applied heat to this wig, and I've worn it to work countless times. So I can tell that I'm due for heat maintenance on this heat-friendly synthetic fiber, because when you comb through, it doesn't go smoothly anymore. But it doesn't show visibly. It's just that it does. I could tell by the feel. It's getting a little bit less movement and a little bit crispy, we like to say. So let me see if I have that lace front roughly in about the right place. So even when your wig has bangs, you want to place that lace where you think you would wear it, even if it was bang free. So I'm going to give you a look at the lace while we have that look going on there. That's why it needs heat, because it's staying up now. So you can look at that lace front. Ellen Wille does a very good job on their lace front. You can see that it's quite sparse on the hairline there, and it gives a natural appearance, as natural as you can get with fake hair. This is alternative hair that we're wearing. So, with darker colors, you might be able to detect some knots, but Ellen Wille does a really good job trying to keep those knots very fine. That's the one thing that about Ellen Wille that I really just love. So yeah, Sing, pretty much a page boy. Wouldn't you agree? Like it's got that pretty much a full bang. I never liked bangs on myself, but I'm really becoming used to them, and I quite like them. And the page boy is, like I said, a particular look. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I do think that it suits a lot of face shapes. But it's obviously individual, whether you like them or not. So this is Sing. I'll show you on all sides. Really, really cute. I find a great piece for every day. But you can see she doesn't have a lot of movement. Like, even when it was brand new, this style being unlayered doesn't have a particular amount of movement to it. So I decided early on with wearing Sing that I would pretty much choose her for an indoor day. So I wouldn't wear Sing if I was going to like a big 6-hour outdoor picnic at a park or something like that. I would choose another style that had some layers and some movement to it, because Sing pretty much just stays how she is. So I think she's a great indoor work piece. So that's a look at Sing. And the Mocha Rooted is a really nice, subtle, auburnish brown. So I think it's not over the top on the red that you can see in it, but it is definitely there with a little bit of variegation. And of course, the rooting I find on this Mocha Rooted is very, very subtle, especially compared to some brands. The rooting is quite stark and bold. This one I find really, really blends in quite nicely. So let me know if you like Sing. What I'm gonna do quickly at the end of this video is I'm gonna apply heat to Sing right here to show you. Of course, I won't make you watch the whole thing. I'll do a couple of sections and then I'll edit back in the finished results. So you could take a look at Sing now. And then at the end of this video, I'll show you what she looks like after I do a quick full heat maintenance with my flat iron to all of the ends on Sing. So let's take a look. This one is Hepburn by Belle Tress from the Icons collection. Hepburn is a beautiful shoulder grazing style in another one of these lovely fall colors. This is French roast brown, and I really, really love it. And the Icons collection, of course, is that partial hand-tied cap. So we have hand-tied here, and we have a little layer about a quarter, I would say about half. It's a little bit more than a quarter way down. So about half closed wefted. So these wefting, usually you'd have an open wefted cap like a Sing is, and then you have the closed look on this, which makes it, excuse me, quite comfortable. And especially if you do have more prominent full hair loss, and if you do have scalp sensitivity at all, the hand-tied or even partially hand-tied caps can be quite comfortable. We have extended felt-covered nape, Velcro adjusters, and on the Icons collection, we do have those silicone or polyurethane ear tabs. I'm not sure which one it is. You can see the little moldable metal stay in there. That's what helps keep your wig on. Sing has it too. All of these glueless wigs have that little moldable metal piece. And they, of course, they're not enough to set off anything through an airport security detection, just like your earrings won't set that off. These don't either. And then the only thing to know about this hand-tied top, it's a little double layer in there. It is a very soft fabric, but it has cluster knotting as opposed to each fiber or hair, as opposed to each single fiber being hand tied in. They're hand tied in still, but in little clusters. So some people don't love that about the Icons collection. I have quite a few pieces from the Icons collection and it doesn't bother me one bit. I do think certain colors, I can see some people's point where it actually shows up in the part line a little bit more on some colors. Usually I find the gray colors for some reason really show up more in the Icons collection with that cluster knotting. But it is, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. And I've told you before, one thing that I love about the Icons collection is it is what I would call for Belle Tress, it is a mid price point collection. So you've got those features that up the price of a wig, but because of that hand or closed wefted section, you're not really going to break the bank. It's the mid price compared to, say, the Belle Tress Luxe and the Luxe SE collections. So that's quite nice. It offers, like the Icons is a little bit more than the City collection, which is the open wefted cap, but the Icons collection is the mid price point. So I do find I'm getting used to I haven't worn this. This is right out of the box. We still have the tag. This is exactly what she would look like if you would get it right out of the box as well. It's hard to tell in my monitor with my, I'm not good on close-up eyesight. I'm good on far away. But I don't know if I want to trim these or maybe I just have the lace down too far. Let's take a look at that lace while I'm here for you. Same thing, really, really nicely done. It's sparse and I can see that Belle Tress has subtly brought the highlighted color of this French roast brown in just perfectly. It's not causing any banding, but it is giving the darker base of the brown in the root. It's not showing up in that hairline. Very nicely done. So you can see this one right out of the box is staying off the face if that's what you liked. And then you could take your hot comb or your straightening iron and just train that to stay off the face as well. But in all I think that it's meant to be worn with the bangs down. And you would just have to do a little bit of point trimming if it is a little bit long for you. I don't know, I can't tell. One side just seems longer than the other on me right now. But I want to try to wear it because I'm really having fun. I'm not used to bangs on myself, so I want to see if I can wear them more. I have been wearing Sing, so I got used to that page boy, but this is a little bit different look. And I want to get some longer styles back in my life. I've been wearing to work a short style so often because they work so well when you're at work all day and you won't have a lot of friction and making a lot of maintenance for yourself on these heat-friendly fibers. But let's give you a look. Yeah, I wanted to get some longer pieces back in my life, but not too long. For me, too long and no layers or too long and straight just isn't my thing right now at this stage of life. I know everyone can be beautiful in whatever they want to wear. I totally believe that. But for me, I just need a bit of framing around my face. So I'm trying these banged pieces. Now, of course, the curl pattern on Hepburn here is I would call it's somewhat of a done curl. It's not like a loose beachy wave, but I really like it. I think it looks cute. And since this is right out of the box, you can, of course, comb through with a wide tooth comb or your fingers if you wanted to soften that curl out a little bit. And also leaving her on a wig stand. Like I literally just put it on a wig stand today. It's been in the box the whole time I've had it. And then, of course, if you wanted to tame those out, and if you don't like it and you want to get it back to box condition, you can just spray it because that will let it separate the curls again to pretty much how it came. So if you washed this piece, it would also go back to this exact curl pattern that she has there. I wish I could see if these bangs look right on me or not. But it's funny that one side is staying off and then the other side is here. So of course you can change the part. You have a full monofilament top here. So let's try to change it this way a little bit to show you. See, I think the knotting on this Icons collection looks quite fine. I do see what people mean about the cluster knots. They are a little more noticeable, but it really doesn't bother me at all. I always do the trick of my scar tape on the inside. I think I have that right here to show you. Yeah, let me look. Oh, of course I can't find it. Scar tape, which does highlight the parting, and I find it makes, oh, I want to put it back over this way so it's going. I find the scar tape really helps accentuate the part and make it look a little bit more natural, especially if you do still have bio hair and it's not the same color as the wig you're wearing, or you might be wearing a different wig grip. That scar tape or something equivalent to that. In Canada, we have moleskin at Shoppers Drug Mart, and a little strip can be cut. It's nice because it's convenient right at Shoppers. So yeah, let me know if you like Hepburn and this color, French Roast Brown. I really fell in love with this color. So for a while I was trying to decide which one of the Icons pieces I should order in this color because I have far too many Beckhams. I love Beckham from the Icons collection, but I already have her in, I believe, 3 different colors, so I didn't want to order another Beckham. So I thought for the holidays I would try this color. I think it's really nice for fall and the upcoming holiday season. French Roasted Brown Rooted is a beautiful color. I think it is around a number 8 base brown. And then the rooting on it does look to be a little bit darker. I would say it's at least a 4. I haven't actually looked up the codes. Most of the time on the wig retail websites online, Belle Tress is just by name only. So you have to kind of go to their website to find the color codes. But I think the way they've done this highlighting, I really love it. I think it's the perfect balance of in between a dynamically highlighted piece like Mocha Maple Brown in the City Collection, or a more all over blended piece. Because this is really, it is dimensional, but it's not totally subtle, but I think it's just right in between. So it kind of fits that middle ground in between blended and dynamically highlighted. The rooting doesn't come down very far on this French roast brown, on this style Hepburn. It's you can see that the highlights seem to be going all the way up to the rooting, and I think it's the perfect combination. I really, really love it, and I think for this time of year, for the fall and autumn, it's so nice. I wanted to show you the French roasted brown from the Belle Tress Icons collection next to this heat-friendly synthetic Sing by Ellen Villa in the Mocha Rooted, just in case you're familiar with one or the other and you want to see them compared to each other. The Mocha Maple, or excuse me, the Ellen Villa's here is a little bit lighter, I would say. It looks just a little bit brighter, like it has a little bit more of a blondish than the more brown of the French roast brown rooted. They're both really lovely colors. So let me show you the last color and last style. This is Noriko. This is a really vibrant color that I really think I'm gonna wear around the holiday time, because it is a little bit more vibrant and fun than these two colors, which look like everyday hair still. Not that this doesn't look like everyday hair, I just find it is a little bit more vibrant. And this Noriko piece, Beau, is a regular synthetic, or what you call a plain synthetic. So she is an open wefted cap. So you've got machine made here, got a little hand tied section of the, it seems like an extra wide left monofilament part, definitely wider than your average monofilament part, a really nice extended lace front, and that's going to be nicely done. I can tell it might be a little bit long for me. This bow is right out of the box, but I have some other Noriko pieces that I have trimmed the lace on. So I'm looking here, I might have to do the same thing. But you've got that wide, and it's not a monofilament actually, excuse me. This is what they call, it's like a lace fabric. So it's a little bit more economical. It's still hand tied. It still offers the illusion of a scalp line that you can see some skin through there, but it is a different fabric. So it's can bring that price point down. This is a very economical piece, Beau, and it does not have the Velcro adjusters. It has the pull tie adjusters. There again, it just seems to be a feature that dictates more, those cap construction features dictate the price of a synthetic wig. So this is plain synthetic. And she does have ear tabs with the moldable little pliable metal inside, but the ear tabs, they're covered, they're not open, but they are just a little bit of a scratchier fabric. So I'm gonna show you Beau on, and we'll take a look and we'll see if I'm right about that lace being a little bit long for my own preferences. Let's try to get her in the right spot here, roughly. What I can do by looking at my screen without my glasses on. Maybe I should look with glasses. Yeah, and you can see it is a little bit long, and it's actually a little bit yellow for my particular skin tone. It might blend into somebody perfectly. You get that throughout the brands. Sometimes I'll get a brand that blends into my personal undertone really, really well. Whoops. Down to one hearing aid. So yeah, I can see it looks a little bit yellow from what I can see there. So I'm going to definitely trim this lace for me. But you can see it looks to me like it's very nicely done. They've taken the lighter highlighting color and they've brought it forward nicely. It's not giving a real full banded look to me. I think it looks quite nice. And there's a little bit of a stronger, almost like a mild money piece right there. Like it's not like a deep. Some money pieces, they go about that deep. That's where they put a lot of extra light highlighting at the front. But this is bold because it's a different color, but it's nice and thin. So I really like that. I'm a little bit like uncomfortable or a bit shy or whatever with large money pieces and stuff, but I think I'm gonna like this one. I'm going to, you can see my lower than average hairline is dark right now. So I will just put some root powder on there that helps tone my own bio hair in. But if you don't have any bio hair, you could see that it's quite a lot of coverage coverage, and they have the hair installed quite nicely. So if you had no bio hair, you're gonna get a very nice finished look. So let me show you this little angled bow. She reminds me a little bit of, you know, of Ignite. It's got that stacked A-line bob, but there's very little permatease at the top area. I do feel a little bit of it, but it's so subtle. It's very nicely done. So it's gonna do the job of hiding the wefting if the wind blows. Yeah, but it's very nicely done. So this color is called Iced Raspberry Rooted. I really love it. It's so interesting. And I love it's an interesting combo with this red and auburn and strawberry, and then they have this real golden yellow in there. As long as I can blend in my bio hair, I think it'll be great. And you know what? I'll probably show you the trimming along with my other Rene of Paris, Noriko pieces that I've trimmed the lace on. It's very, it's intimidating to do your first time, but it works well. You could use straight scissors. That's my choice. Some people like to do it with pinking shears. But I think the pinking shears shows up more, at least on my skin. So the second one I did a straight shear, and I liked that effect a lot better. So there's no right or wrong, it's just your own personal preference. But yeah, I do it when it's off my head. I've seen people cut longer lace, like from a human hair wig, while on their head, but no, I take it off. Anyway, I think it is really different and cute, and I love the vibrancy. I might put some dry shampoo in it. There's a little bit more shine under the lights today, but I think out in natural daylight, because it's getting a little bit gray the last few days here, so I had to turn on some lighting. But in natural daylight, I don't think the shine on these darker synthetics is too excessive at all. And even if it is, I will just wash it and then put some dry shampoo after it's 100% completely dried. And it probably will tone those regular or plain synthetic fibers down, that shininess that you see. Well, I hope you like Beau, and keep in mind, she's a wonderfully economical piece. It's really great. I got her on clearance, and you're paying next to nothing for a piece with these cap features. So I really love that that Noriko and the Adirans Rene of Paris is doing these more budget-friendly pieces, but with those realistic features that we love, like the monofilament and the lace front, even though they're making it from a fabric that is enabling that price point to come down a little bit for us. So thank you for joining me, and please follow along, subscribe, because I do have a lot of inventory right now that I want to get videos made for to show you. Take care. Bye-bye.